everybody. Welcome back to Crafts by KMW. Thank you so much for clicking on this video to watch it. I truly appreciate it and your support, and I hope you enjoy the video. So today I am going to share with you two new books that I just got from Target. They're not new books technically, but they're new to me. So, and I thought that you might like to see them. I know I get a lot of new book ideas from videos that I watch by other creators, so I hope to do the same. So let me know what you think of these books in the comments. If you have them, if you enjoy them, let me know. So these two books I got from Target, and I got them because I was ordering some other things, some house supplies, and just some other things that I needed. And they had a promotion going on that if you bought 2 orders, or if you made 2 orders of a certain amount, you would get some credit back. So I filled up my cart with what I wanted to see if I could get even close to the promotional amount, which I think was like $130. And I was way over that. So I'm like, okay, great. I'll do 2 orders and then I'll get the $35 credit. And in order to get my totals up on the second one, I looked at some coloring books. I pre-ordered 2. So I pre-ordered Merry Christmas by Hannah Carlson, which I have wanted since the European versions came out last year. I think that one comes out in August. And then I pre-ordered the brand new Alan Robert Beauty of Horror book. And I can't remember the name. I think that one comes out. I'm not sure when that one comes out. If it comes out in November, I really didn't care. I just want it, so I pre-ordered it. And then I ordered 2 books that were in stock, and I can share with you now. So let me just move this little guy over a little bit. Sometimes it's hard. Sometimes he doesn't want to cooperate. All right, you can stay there if you're over there. So I have 2 books, Creative Haven's The Saturday Evening Post Christmas Classics, and then I also have the Scandi Style coloring book. So the first book is the Scandi Style coloring book, and this one, I have to say that it's really cute. I like it. I like Scandinavian style. It is very folk arty, as you can tell from the front cover, which is totally my aesthetic for decorating. And I just think it's very sweet and fun and cute. But unfortunately, the book is just too simple for me. I like more detailed images, so I'm not going to keep this. But I wanted to share it with you because I think there are some of you out there who might like this book. A lot of people like simpler style, like larger images. They like less complex images, and especially if you use markers. So I think this book is a really cute book if you like images like that. So I'm not going to spend too much time on each page, but I will flip through and talk about the book a little bit. So the manufacturer's retail price of this book is $12.99. However, I think that is way overpriced. Again, cute book, but not worth $13. I think I bought this for about $7 on Target. I think it was on sale. So definitely get it on sale if you want to get this book. So the back cover is adorable too. And I don't know who the author is. I think it says who the author is in the listing, but it doesn't list it anywhere on the book, which I think is kind of interesting. The paper is basically copy paper. It's very thin. It has a little bit of a sheen to it. So I'm thinking that it might not like wax pencils very well, but it is really cute. And it has a little introduction. There are 45 images in this book, and they are single-sided. So here are the images. So a lot of them are like this. Very simple, very large, with dark lines. And then there are others that are like this, more complex, take up the whole page. So there is a nice variety in this book, definitely. I do kind of like this page. There's a bunch of wallpaper pages like this. So I do like a lot of the images. I kind of like this one. And I do like that they're different. I really like this one. This is really cute. I like this one as well. The deer are really prominent in Scandinavian folk art style. I like this one too. I love these type of flowers. They're cute. If you've never seen Scandi style or Scandinavian style before, it's much like any folk art style. American folk art, Mexican folk art. You have a lot of animals, very cute, lots of flowers, just very ethereal, pretty. That's one of the things I like about this style. It's just very comforting, sweet. I think these pages would hold up to markers. It might curl a little bit, but again, if you just leave the book flat and put something on it for a few days, it should smooth it out. I actually do like this page as well. But I like how some of the images are very thin lined like this, and others are thicker. It has a lot of variety in it. I'm kind of thinking it's not composed by one author. That's why there isn't a illustrator or author on the book. I think this is a lot of different images done by different people or by AI, I'm not sure, and compiled into this book. I like this one too. But very cute book. And I think if this is your style, I do think that this is a nice book to get. It kind of reminds me a little bit too of like the cozy books or the Higa, however you say that. I definitely would not recommend paying full price, but if you can get it on sale and you do like larger images, simpler designs, I think this is a really nice book to get. And then the second book I got was the Creative Haven, the Saturday Evening Post Christmas Classics coloring book. I have been looking for more Christmas coloring books, but I'm really picky. I tend to like more retro or vintage coloring book images. So I have one Christmas coloring book, and I do have a color along from that book on my channel if you'd like to check it out. I probably have a flip through of that book too on there if you check out the coloring book flip throughs playlist. And I pre-ordered Merry Christmas by Hannah Carlson, which I am really jazzed about getting. I cannot wait to get it. And I saw this one and I thought I would get this one as a third to add to my Christmas coloring book collection. So if you don't know what the Saturday Evening Post it was a magazine that was published in the early 1900s. It might have even started in the late 1800s. And I think it went to about the mid 60s. And these images in this book are redrawn by Marty Noble. And she's one of my favorite illustrators in the Creative Haven family. I have several of her books. And she just has a very clean style, and I really like it. So she redrew these images that were featured in the Saturday Evening Post magazine. And some of these images are by Stephen DeHanos, John Falter, Henry Hintermeister, which none of them I recognize, but I do recognize this one, Norman Rockwell. His paintings are still very popular today, featured on home decor items and other things. So you might recognize some of these images. So just very vintage. I think the oldest one is from 1960. So that's just up my style. So it has a nice cover. The Creative Haven books are relatively cheap. I think this one was about $5 and change. So if you're looking for new coloring books and you don't want to spend a ton of money, check out the Creative Haven books. They have thousands, I would say, of books, all kinds of topics, done by different illustrators, and they come out with new ones all the time. I don't think this is a new one. I'm pretty sure this is one of the older ones. But, and they are like less than $6. I don't think I've ever seen a Creative Haven book that was more than $6. So they're really economical. The paper's not fantastic. It's basically copy paper. It's very thin. I would say it has a little bit of a sheen on it, but you can use wax pencils on it pretty well. They are single-sided though, which is good, because if you like to use markers and other wet media, you can do that easily. The paper does wrinkle a little bit, but again, if you just close the book, put something on top of it and leave it that way, it should flatten out mostly. So when you open the cover, you find the original images here, and then it continues on the back cover. So there are 31 pages in this book. And I like that you get the original artwork. So if you'd like to color your image the same way, you can. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But you can see how vintage and how wonderful these images are. I am actually really excited to start coloring. So here you have the title page, and there's a little image to color, and then you get right into the images. And this book was published in 2022, so it's not new, but it's not super old either. So on the back of each one, it gives information about the image on the other side. So it tells you the name of it, who drew it, or who created the painting, and then where it appeared in what magazine. And they do have them in order, so in date order. So the earliest one, this one is from 1913, and then it goes through the teens, 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, and then the last images are from 1960. So I just love these. They are so vintage. This one is a Norman Rockwell one. I love the vintage Santas. That is my true like image depiction in my head of what Santa looks like. I just love them. And I really like this, the lettering. I think the lettering from like the early 1900s was so cool. I just think it's really neat. This one's gonna be interesting to color the snow all around it. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do that, but it should be interesting to try. There's a lot of dogs featured in these pictures. Not too many cats. I think in this time period, cats weren't really a thing or like the pet to have. It was more dogs. So it's interesting. You won't see too many cats in these images. Lots of children. This one's hilarious. This one makes me laugh. It just reminds me of the Cabbage Patch doll trend. And I remember my mom took me shopping with her, and she went to, I think, Toys R Us. And she just could not believe all the people trying to get Cabbage Patch dolls, and people were just lunging for them and trying to take them out of other people's carts, and she was just amazed. And she did wind up getting one for my sister, but it was just so amazing to see all these people clamoring for this toy. It was really interesting. I like this page. I just think this is really, really sweet. So this looks like what some of the depictions of men that were in like the old cartoons. I think this is just one of the sort of quintessential male faces and images that they used in this time period. I just think it's kind of funny. This one's called Postman Soaking Feet. I like that one. So here's the image from the cover, which is called Skiing Santa by Keith Ward. This one's cute too. As someone who worked in a department store, at the wrapping counter, I can definitely identify with this. This is adorable. I love the little puppy. I wonder if this is a Norman Rockwell one. No, it's not. But I like it just the same. Oh, this is cute. I think this really evokes that sentiment of the holidays, of people coming back to town to gather together, and that moment of, oh my gosh, you're here. I love that. This is cute. That's how I feel a lot, just decorating the tree. I really put a lot of ornaments on my tree, so probably excessive, but it does get tiring. Again, I think these are quintessential faces from that time period as well. Kind of reminds me of cartoons as well. This is cute. I like this school one. As an educator, I like this one. Oh, looking in the chest, finding the Santa costume. I wonder what they're thinking of. This one's kind of neat too, although you won't see anything like that today. Although in my city, the high school kids are, one of our local school districts has engaged the metro system, the metro bus system to bus the students. So instead of taking school buses, high school students use the regular metro. And so you will see large conglomerations of high school students at the bus stops, but not too much other people. So this one's cute. I kind of imagine she's showing him her new Christmas dress. That's cute. This one's a neat one too. I like that sentiment. He's like, sit down. This one evokes a lot of memories for me. I remember every year my mom and dad would make us wait upstairs to come down until they had everything ready. And my dad would stand at the bottom of the stairs with his camera and take pictures. I have pictures of us coming down the stairs from the time when my sister could just started to walk, like maybe at 2 years old, and I was about 7. to when we were teenagers. And then I have some of myself coming down by myself because my mom obviously would get my sister. She was too young to come down the stairs. But I probably have like 20 something pictures, and it's just always a special memory for me. I can understand this too as well. I fight with wrapping. I always seem to buy odd shaped gifts that I never have a box for. So even though this is boxed, I can definitely understand this and and sympathize with him, because this is me every year. This is cute. I like this one. I love the trees. I think coloring the old-timey Christmas trees will be really fun. I don't know, maybe this one is Hiding Presents? Yes, it's called Christmas in Hiding. I remember when my sister and I got old enough, we would look all over in my parents' closets and everything to try to find Christmas gifts. Finally, my mother got wise and she started taking the presents to my grandmother, so we couldn't see them anymore. This one's neat too. I always like getting Christmas cards in the mail. I really don't get too many Christmas cards because I don't send many out, but I think you have to send them to get them. But it is kind of cool when you open up the mailbox and you get something special for Christmas, like a card or a gift. And that is the last image. So I love all these images. I think they are really pretty. I love the detail. I like that they are line art, so there's not a lot going on. You can put in your own you know, low lights and highlights and dark colors and shadows. So I really like this book. I'm definitely keeping it, and I'm hoping for the Christmas season to do at least one color along. I always have lofty ideas, and I'm gonna do all these color alongs, and then it just doesn't happen. But hopefully I will get to do one from this book. So that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. I would love it if you're not subscribed, if you would subscribe to my channel. It's free and it really helps me out and to get my videos out there to other people who would like them. And please like the video as well. That helps a lot too. And give me a comment if you would like. Let me know which of these books you like, if you have either of them, and if you've colored any images in them. I respond to every comment, and I love hearing what you think. So thank you so much. I hope you have an absolutely fabulous day, and of course, a very crafty day. See you next time.